Hi, I'm back with another lesson on perspective. Today, we are going to walk through drawing a house step by step. I will show it simple so everyone can follow along. We'll start with basic guidelines and slowly build the structure piece by piece. You'll learn how to place your lines correctly and create strong depth. By the end, you will be able to draw a house in one-point perspective. Let's start drawing together. As always, I begin by drawing the horizon line. Then I put a dot on the horizon line. This is the vanishing point I'll use in the drawing. Okay, first I'll draw a rectangle. The rectangle is going to be the main body of the house. This is the easiest way to start drawing the house. Then I'll gradually add the other details to this rectangle one by one. If you're having trouble drawing straight lines, you can always use a ruler. Now it's time to use the vanishing point. I'm connecting the top right and bottom right corners of the rectangle with straight lines to the vanishing point. I'm drawing a straight line right here. This will be the right side of the house. The rectangle looks like a box now, right? So let's give it the look of a real house. Let's draw a roof on top. But first, let's find the center point of this facade. Check out how I'm doing it. The point where the two diagonal lines intersect is the exact center point. Now I'll draw a vertical line upward from this point. This will be the highest point of the roof. Now drawing the shape of the roof is a piece of cake. Just extend the lines outwards from the main part of the building. This way, you'll be able to easily draw the roof overhang. Great. Now let's draw the rest of the roof. Try to draw the right and left edges of the roof at the same angle. I use the vanishing point to make sure the roof overhangs are lined up right. Drawing a roof isn't too hard, right? Let's add a base to this house. It's very easy. That's it. The rectangle now looks like a house, right? Let's dive into the details now. I'm thinking of adding an outdoor entrance on the left side of the house. First, I divide the front facade with a vertical line. Then I use the vanishing point to draw the floor of the entrance. I finish the floor with a short horizontal line. Then I draw a line up from the corner. Good. I've got an open space here now. We need to add a porch post right at the corner. We've got to make sure the roof doesn't cave in, right? I should add some thickness to this to make it a bit more three-dimensional. Now I can draw on the front door without worrying about the roof collapsing. I think we can all agree that drawing a door is pretty straightforward, but there's one thing to keep in mind. From where we are, we can't see the whole door. I'm just going to draw part of the door here. First, I draw the door frame, then the thickness of the door, and finally the door glass. I suggest starting by drawing the lines lightly. That way, If you make a mistake, it's easy to correct. As you near the end of the drawing, you can go over the lines to make them darker. When you're working in one-point perspective, there are a few rules you've got to follow. Just remember that vertical lines should always be parallel to the right and left edges of the paper. Also, make sure the horizontal lines are parallel to the top and bottom edges of the paper. If you draw them any other way, you'll make a mistake. A house without windows is unthinkable. Let's draw a simple window. Start by drawing a rectangle. Just add the window frame and the thickness of the window. Don't worry too much about the details. You can draw it however you like, in whatever quantity and size you want. The choice is yours. Don't forget to draw the thickness of the roof. It's a small but important detail. It makes the 3D effect better. We need to add the roof tiles to the roof. Don't stress yourself out too much when drawing them either. Small mistakes here won't be very noticeable. You can finish drawing the roof tiles here if you want, or you can add a few more details as I'm about to do. Now, let's finish up the house by putting in a nice little chimney. When you're drawing the side of the chimney, remember to use the vanishing point. Okay, I'm imagining this house is made of stone blocks. I'll add stone blocks to the walls by drawing horizontal and short vertical lines. Of course, I won't forget to use the vanishing point on the side of the house. If you prefer, you can leave the walls blank. I think it would be nice to put this little cute house in a garden. Then, if we add wooden fences and trees around it, everything will look great. After that, we can add shading. Shading makes drawings look more realistic and always adds amazing depth. I suggest you do this. However, since the focus of this lesson is perspective, I won't go into detail about shading. I'll just show you quickly to give you an idea. Okay guys, we're almost at the end of the drawing. If anything feels unclear, don't worry. Just repeat the exercise a few times. Every attempt will make perspective easier to understand. Avoid stressing over small mistakes. They will naturally improve with practice. You can also continue learning with my other step-by-step perspective lessons. See you in the next video. Goodbye.